Hello, hello. What a wonderful morning. Today, I'm going to speak about unlawful detainer. By definition, who is unlawful detainer and which court in the American system has the powers to inject that person from one spilling. So, by definition, unlawful detainer, also also known as eviction, is a legal process where a landlord can legally remove a tenant from a property. It is essentially a lawsuit to gain possession of the property. Unlawful detainer action typically initiated by the tenant when a tenant violates the lease agreement, fails to pay rent, or holds over the lease term expired. Mostly, this kind of eviction is done to people like squatters. A squatter is somebody who can take possession of your property, pays nothing to your property, damages your property with no regard of you, with no regard of the property itself. Now, what the court would look at is the value of the property. To maintain that person in the house, what is the probable cause? Is it lawful? Is it beneficial to the landlord? Imagine you have bought a house, a beautiful house, and somebody is just living, destroying your property. That now is diminishing, devaluing your property. That's one issue that the court can look at. The second issue, if you have other tenants and the person has no regard to them, it becomes a solemn duty of the court to act to protect the interests and the life of the persons that are legally and bound by law to be protected. So situations happen and they're very practical. So which court can hear and adjudicate matters like this? In Delaware, we have the Superior Court. The Superior Court has all laws and powers within it is itself to rule on matters of such a nature. Now, what could you do in order for you to prove beyond reasonable doubt that this person not only is a nuisance, not only is a problem to your property, is a nuisance to other tenant? Number one, you have to be very careful. You call the police, you can call them 100 times, they don't care. They will say you need a court order. So they would even think that that person has legal rights. They don't care whether that person is destroying you, is even threatening your life. They don't care, especially in Delaware. So the best advice, you need to take evidence. Evidence will be in a form of picture. You take videos where she's destroying property, she's throwing trash, everything. You take every detail. You have to be careful to not touch that person. You have to be careful to not associate with that person. You have to be careful, extremely careful, because they are very cunning and they can do many things and many damage even to yourself. They can drain you, they can depress you because they think that the law isn't on their side. So after you have your evidence, you have to have witnesses. Even the police, you want to make them to be witnesses. You call them and examine everything, what is happening. Take video of them there so that they can be witnesses in court. So you are trying also to put them as witnesses in such a matter because it's a serious business. So once you have that, you file an injectment. An injectment is now is a procedural law that you are going to inject somebody who has no signaries with you, somebody who is not paying rent. You have no relationship with that person, but is illegally occupying your property. So injectment is an order that is going to be given by the court. That is the superior court. So you prepare for the court, you have your witnesses, you have your evidence, and you have submitted it, whether you have a lawyer or you don't have. In one way or the other, the person will receive an injectment order. So you wait for the person. If he fails to appear and there is a prior history of that person, the court will conclusively make a ruling and judgment and give an order of enchantment from the property. Then after that, you still have to follow other processes that you need to act upon. Who can remove this quarter from the property? Only the sheriff. Then you have to go through the process, file with proper paperwork, and give tech, the person will be removed from your property. So you think about it, and these are dangers now. Whether it's somebody you are inviting to your house, you have to be very, very informed. Make sure you do background check. Make sure you sign a lease. If you don't sign a lease, an agreement, there's no agreement. So she's just living. She doesn't care because she's not feeling the pain. You are the one paying the pain, whether your electricity is done down, everything. You are going to be miserable living as a slave, as a prisoner within your own building. So I was talking about this because this is a practical case that we have seen and witnessed here in Delaware, and we have to be very careful how we invite people. When you invite, whether it's a family member, whether it's anybody, there must be a formal agreement. Unless it's your family member, you don't want no formal agreement, but somebody else beside your wife and kids, there must be a formal agreement so that there are boundaries. Because squatters, they don't have boundaries, they don't care, they don't feel pain, so they will drive you crazy, they will drive you nuts, and if you see things they will do, you will never want to see. Stay tuned.